Our task is to make trouble, to stir up potent response to devastating events, as well as to settle troubled waters and rebuild quiet places. My name is Sonia Mehra Chawla. I have a multidisciplinary practice as an artist, photographer, and researcher. My artistic practice explores notions of selfhood, nature, ecology, sustainability, and conservation. In my practice, I embrace and explore a diversity of artistic techniques, formats, and possibilities, ranging from complex forms of printmaking that include layered serigraphy, lithography, and etching, to photography, video, painting, and the transmedia installation. I often think about what it means to invoke the ghosts of lost or near extinct species, forests, and sensations. What does it mean to bear witness to violent erasures of spiritual and livelihood practices and knowledge practices and the environment at large? What does cohabitation mean in an era of many urgencies? What is the relation between capitalist destruction, contaminated diversity, and collaborative survival within multi-species landscape? What does it mean to care for our other than human kin? And finally, is it possible to imagine a reparative future for a damaged planet, using decay as a starting point? My work brings together a variety of impulses, ranging from microscopic details of bacterial and microbial cultures to documentary cinematic studies of marginalized groups whose eco-sensitive occupations have suffered as a result of the decline in the environment. Through my practice, I explore, dissect, re-examine and re-envision spaces that exist at the intersections of art and science, society and nature, nature and culture, self and the other, focusing on important dimensions of human engagement with and within nature, ranging from the built environment to the wilderness. Through my projects, I examine how local places and histories contribute to global changes, what drives those changes, how these contributions change over time, how and where scale matters, what are the interactions between macro structures and micro agencies. My artistic practice is process-oriented and research-based, with a focus on specific locations and micro-histories. My work explores the landscape in its political, cultural, economic, ecological, and poetic capacity. Imagining the human since the rise of capitalism entangles us with ideas of progress and with the spread of techniques of alienation that turn both humans and other beings into resources. Such techniques have segregated humans and policed identities, obscuring collaborative survival. The concept of the Anthropocene both evokes this bundle of aspirations, which one might call the modern human conceit, and raises the hope that we might muddle beyond it. Can we live inside this regime of the human and still exceed it? My work often draws attention to the cyclical nature of life as I bear witness to various processes of growth, decay, and the entanglements of species both human and otherwise. I often explore and present my audiences with the complex and exciting microarchitecture of cellular structures, cortices, spores, sponges, corals, packed seed pods, and streaming plankton. The embryonic springs to life the chaste development of a new seed, a renewal that will explode into a hyperbloom. The labyrinth and networks of veins map a chaos of mysterious but compulsive order which circulates through every living organism. I think that in a time of many urgencies and in the indefinite and complex conditions of environmental degradation, when nature is swiftly unfamiliar again, the essential question is, how do we determine the way forward? I believe we require cross-disciplinary curiosities about intertwined ecologies and new modes of world-making that will open up queries about the multi-species amalgamations that constitutes our worlds. Interdisciplinary collaboration between the arts and sciences has the potential to create new knowledge, ideas, and processes that are valuable and beneficial to both fields and to the society. Negotiating our increasingly disjointed and fragmented world compels a relentless restructuring and reframing of the ways in which we build our structures and systems of knowledge around it. My projects often explore two sides of every crisis: dissolution and recreation. A breaking point has arrived, spanning across political, social, ecological, and environmental levels, calling for reform and regeneration. A spark of hopefulness remains, a hope in our human capacity to come together, share our resources, and provide solidarity when it is needed. As I revisit some of my work and places of memory during this uncertain and precarious time, I feel that our becoming is a porous endeavor, an entangled world of unforeseen flows. Now more than ever, we need creative tools for imagining collaborative survival in a more than human Anthropocene, and new modes of storytelling that will inspire us to look at all life in novel and meaningful ways.